Okay, y'all. I can't sugarcoat this at all. And we're going to get right down to the nitty gritty on this situation. We're going to talk about what people are not talking about. People are not talking about, I'm just going to put it out there, that it's a possibility that Ashlee and Joe McCann were business partners. And there's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here that they're trying to steer narratives to in this case. And we didn't think that before with Dolph, with Mo 3. People trying to steer narratives. And I'm going to ask you this question at the end of the video. Y'all, if I can remember. Y'all. Lord have mercy. Does the dots all connect when it comes to the situation? Does the dots connect? We have so much right in our face that it doesn't make sense. And this could go either way, just like any other case. He could get up out of there and go about his business because of his connections. And because he ran out of, he got money. But right on the street, he ran out of money. So he could be sitting right there where he's at. But we are today going to talk about something nobody else is talking about. So let's get to it, y'all. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings, and please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. Y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Ladies, even the gentlemen, you can flip the script and you can even answer this question. If you met someone, just say you were a dancer, because the word on the street, she's a dancer. She work at adult entertainment. This is where he meets a lot of these women at these clubs, y'all. Okay? Just say that you're somebody that's on your money. Man or woman. Okay? You're on your money. And you're stacking. And you get into that bag. Because you want to live this lavish lifestyle. Whether you marry a rich white man or not. Or a white woman. Or whatever your preference is. Okay? Or if you want to get to that bag on your own. If you can't find somebody that you want to marry and put you on that pedestal that you think getting put on. Okay, y'all? I want you to think about something for a second. What if you met that significant other that was sweeping you off your feet? In her case, it was Joe McCann. She thought she had finally met the person that she was going to settle down with. And she didn't have to be dealing with these celebrities no more. Because word on the street is, Ashlee was out here in all of these guys' videos. And all she did business with a lot of celebrities. And word on the street is, so you got to think about this too. This is what's going around on the streets, y'all. I don't know these people, so I'm going to say allegedly. But word on the street is, this Joe guy, he was trying to do business deals with celebrities. He was trying to do investments for them and with them. And a lot of people found that he was shady, so they left him alone. A lot of celebrities. They even had, I think her name is Iggy, whatever her name is. She came forward. And people didn't mess with this guy. She said she ain't had nothing to do with this man. And the people that did run into him that were celebrities, they found out that he was shady and they didn't do business deals with him anymore. She was running in those same inner circles as the rappers and this and that and this. She got pictures with other celebrities and all kind of stuff. So she was swimming in those circles too. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to pay attention to something. Now, ladies, if you didn't know about the bad business deals with the celebrities, only thing you know about is what this man tell you. And you thinking he's flying you on private jets. He got all this money. And you figuring, I'm finna get the inside scoop on how to get to this bag myself, right, y'all? If you meet somebody and he's telling you that you can be that significant other. He's telling you that you all about to be a power couple. Right? She thinks she about to marry this man. She's seeing that he done came into a lot of money at a short period of time. I'm going to ask y'all this. You think that they didn't have a conversation about her investing in his company, his business and ventures too, especially, and he's an investor. Do you not think for 1 minute that this woman right here didn't invest some of her money in his adventures too? We hearing a lot of stuff. Yeah, we are. And that's why I say word on the street, because this is what the streets is saying. Even the streets of Africa. Word get around there too. But people are coming forth saying that and telling us things. 10 people been arrested and all of this stuff. The news ain't telling us anything. The streets is talking about this. But do y'all remember with Mo3 and Dolph case that the streets was talking? And the streets, they even had bloggers that would come on social media to steer a narrative. When that stuff happened to Mo3, they had Dallas bloggers that came on social media, call themselves covering the case, and, using the fans, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, using the fans for cash apps, all of that stuff, acting like they were so in tune with Mo3, and a lot of these bloggers didn't even like Mo3. And a lot of these bloggers were working with the people that took Mo3 out, steering a narrative. Now, if they did it here, you think they won't do it in Africa? That people won't come forth and say, oh, they were arguing because, they was cheating. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Because of the cheating, this is why they were arguing. They said that she was in the lobby, somebody flirted with her, and he got mad. And she said, you the one out here cheating or whatever, okay? This is what somebody came forward and said that was going on in the lobby. In the lobby. Now, people are like, oh, was they arguing like that in the lobby when they first got there? No, they had went to 2 different resorts. The first resort is where they was taking all of those pictures at with the animals and all of that. After they left there, they went to the last resort where they were arguing at. Now, ask yourself this question. Why would a man get jealous of somebody flirting with his beautiful significant other? That makes them feel good when somebody is checking a woman out because they on their arm. Okay? Why would he get mad about somebody looking at her, but he's out here actually cheating? Not just cheating in Africa, because he knew people at that second villa. That part was the setup part. Okay? He wanted her to think that he could give her the world in the first resort. Make her think that she was in the middle of a garden, feeding the animals, all of that stuff. It reminds you of the Bible. When Satan said, you can have all of this. You know what I'm saying? You can have all of this. Look at this, what you can have. If you just do this. Remember in the Bible it said that? This is what this reminds me of. Like he was showing her that you can have the world. And everything in it. Like Scarface said, okay? But you have to do this. And you have to be able to do that. And you have to be willing to put up with this. I want y'all to think about this for a second. Every time I did any type of research on people and this and that and that, and that, it always came back to the money. Follow the money. Everybody told me this in Dallas. When I was doing Mo3 case. When I was doing Dolph case. Follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. Think about that for a second. This man went from on top of the world to broke. And the reason why I'm saying he broke, because some people's coming in my comment section. Oh, he's still worth $45 million. He ain't worth $45 million. His wife came forth. His ex-wife, y'all, came forth. Who has, and I got the paperwork. I got to find it, but I got the paperwork, y'all. There's paperwork of him going to court, him and his wife, for putting his paws on his wife. So he is somebody that's out here putting paws on women. There's paperwork from the courthouse. This is how she got away from him. This is how she got away from him. I saw the paperwork, y'all. I saw the debt that he has. I saw where he's paying the child support. I saw all of those paperwork. Okay, with my own eyes, I seen it. Okay, If this was about money, ask yourself this question. Was Ashlee not only trying to be his significant other, but was she also trying to get in on the money scheme? Was she? Did she invest with him? Did he not only lose his money, but lose her money too? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Ask yourself, is it easier for them to get him off by saying that, oh, they were arguing because he was cheating or she was cheating or whatever? Because we see in the pictures now of celebrities that she was hanging out with, and some people are saying she's messing around with some of these celebrities. This is what some people were saying. He was messing around, so what was wrong with them just having an open relationship? Yeah, and Tiny done been together for years doing it. Okay, y'all? They've been together for years doing it. Now, it could have been business just with those celebrities. We don't know. We won't know. Unless some of these celebrities come out and be like, yeah, she was, blah, blah, blah. But I doubt, as pretty as she is, that she was hanging out and doing videos and all this stuff with all these celebrities and nobody didn't try to holler at her. I doubt that very serious. I doubt they didn't offer her a few dollars, not a few, but a nice little chunk of change, because they like to trick off money. Ain't no doubt in my mind that she wasn't collecting bags for some. I'm just saying my personal opinion. I'm just saying, collecting some bags from these celebrities. You ain't trying to just hang out with these people just to hang out with them. And where's her money? Where's her money? Everybody talking about, well, the insurance policy ain't going to pay out till they find out what happened. Then it is, then it is. Right? But I heard insurance policy, they don't even pay out if you did this yourself. If you take your own self out, the insurance don't have to pay you. So ask yourself this question. Where's Ashlee's money? Y'all think she wasn't saving up no money? All of these jobs she was doing, working at these adult entertainment clubs, doing these video vixen stuff, all of this stuff, hanging out with this man. You know, he was probably giving her money when he had it. Where's her money? And why can't her family get access to it to get her body sent back? Ask yourself this question. Do Ashlee not even have any money? And is he the reason why she don't have any money? Ask yourself this question, y'all. And could that been why they were arguing? Now, let's go back to this question again. Is it easier for them to say, oh, they were arguing because one of them was cheating? They were arguing over her money? She is an influencer. She could shut everything, his whole world down, by saying, do not invest with this man. I dated him. He messed up all of my money. He wouldn't get another investor in his life if she would have said something. And 9 times out of 10, the majority of the times, when somebody, I'm just saying, gets taken out, it's because of what they know too. And what they can do to that other person with that information that they knows. You think Ashlee, with the big mouth that she had, word on the street, she got a big mouth. You didn't think that she was peed off about him losing all of her money and his? This is where I'm going with this story. I think that it's a lot of smoke and mirrors being told to us right now, y'all. Did she invest money with him too? Ask yourself this question. And what woman wouldn't? You're dating this man for a year. You see how he make his money. He ain't doing no hard job. He's sitting down at a table investing and making millions off of it. Now, the majority of us be like, if you thought that you could trust this man, you would give him a little money. You wouldn't give him a lot. You give him a couple hundred and see if he can flip that. And you say, oh, okay, it's that easy. And you'll put some up and then you'll probably do a little bit more. But you're not going to give him all your money. But the fact that she was about to marry this man, they were that close and he was spinning her nicely. Okay? Making her think that they were forever. You think he get access to all her money? I'm just asking y'all. Somebody had access to her account. They deleted one of her whole social media accounts. And the social media account that they deleted, it was shady, y'all. It was shady, y'all. It has something to do with mingling and tingling, y'all. Selling cootie cat. Okay? Traveling from country to country, state to state, hanging out, doing parties with these high rollers, y'all. Okay, y'all? Ballers. Why did they delete that account? And who deleted it, y'all? I said this in another video. I said if he didn't do it, her family members did it. And her family members are starting to look a little eerie to me. I don't care what nobody say. Now, before I get started on the subliminals with Ashlee, I want to go back to Shaquilla for a second, y'all. My day ones, twos, and threes. Y'all remember I did the heck out of Shaquilla Robinson videos. Okay? And I want you to see the eerie similarities. Okay, y'all? That's the same with Shaquilla that is going on with Ashlee. Same situation. Masonic, Eastern Starish type stuff. Same situation, y'all. Okay? When the mama and the daddy did their first interview, y'all. First interview. They came out with what colors on, y'all? The red, the blue, black and white. When we look at that now, we say, whoa, this is the same stuff that's going on with Ashlee. All this is connecting, y'all. Even this Adidas that he has on is connected to Ashlee, y'all. To Ashlee. And we're going to talk about everything. The mama with her red on. The daddy with the white rose on his shirt. Because Adidas now has a full-fledged, this year, changed their symbolism to a rose. Y'all, you... oh, they added a... Y'all, when I tell you all of this connected, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. The daddy, everybody was talking about her. Shaquilla Robinson daddy had on the bell. Bell is known for people sacrificing their children to this false idol. He had the bracelet on, y'all. And I want to talk about that too, because word on the street is the parents of Ashlee knew that he was about to ask her to marry him. Before they even got to the resort, the family knew, which tells you something. He either called the parents for her hand in marriage. Okay, y'all? He called the parents, allegedly, for the hand in marriage. For them to already knew before Ashlee knew, before she got there to her dream vacation. I want y'all to think about the vampires. You have to invite them into your home, right? You have to invite them in. That's why it's so important for you to be careful of who you invite in your house. Because after that person comes, your house could be turned upside down. I know, y'all, because I'm experiencing the same thing now. Okay? This is how somebody can get in and send that dark energy your way. So you got to be careful who you let in your house. Okay? Now, like I said, you have to invite the vampires in for them to get in. Did the parents give him the okay, give him the go to take her there and propose? Because word on the street, they knew. They knew before he asked her. The parents already knew that they were engaged. How? Did he call Papa? Did it seem as simple as give me your daughter's hand in marriage? I'm gonna take good care of her. Did they give their baby to him? I'm just saying, y'all. Remember the flower of life I was telling y'all with Shaquilla Robinson? The flower of life is one of Masonic temple. The flower of life is on a Masonic temple, y'all. And I said the flower of life was all over Shanquella Robinson's case. Flower of life. And the infinity links. And infinity links, when that pops up, represents a bunch of people connected that's going to have to work together to try to throw this case off. Send out a lot of smoke and mirrors. The lies of people that did it, had a part in it, could get away with it. Infinity links is coming up in her numbers too. It's coming up in her numbers too. Not just this flower of life. This flower of life is popping up as well. Yeah, remember Shanquella Robinson, mother had on the flower of life earrings. I brought this out when I did Shanquella Robinson case. I brought this out. She had on, why would she have on some earrings that's connected to a Masonic temple? Don't worry, I'll wait, y'all. Don't worry, I'll wait. And notice that Shanquella Robinson has on a cross right here. Okay? This is very symbolic, and it's also, you know, the same thing I said about a movie that came out around the same time that Shanquella Robinson's passing, a movie came out similar. Allegedly, Shanquella Robinson and her friends was playing a game, and it ended in her passing. This movie that came out, Bodies, 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 if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. They playing a game. They're playing a game as well. Now, this is the thing that I brought forth to my day ones, twos, and threes during that time, is the flower of life was in that movie all over this couch. Look at the couch. The flower of life. This is Shanquella Robinson's room at her resort where she was at before she passed away. Look at the pillow with the flowers of life on it. Okay, y'all, I want y'all to pay attention to this. I said this before. Look at the flower of life on the couch. And I want y'all to pay attention to the colors. The colors mean a lot. I learned this with Mo 3 case. The colors mean a lot. When they keep it in sync with the storyline of the case and something else that seems so connected to the case, it's a color scheme. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Look at the color scheme of bodies, bodies, bodies. The pink, the yellow, the blue, the green, and all of this stuff. I want you to pay attention to, this was the same thing that they had on Shanquella Robinson's casket. Look at the color schemes. Look at the blue, the yellow, the pink, just like the bodies, bodies, bodies. The movie was about playing a game and somebody passing. This is the same situation. Shanquella Robinson was playing a game. Playing a game with her friends. And it ended in her coming back in a body bag. Too similar, right? It's weird. Look at this. Black and white. She like a witch just driving it. I was like, what the heck is going on? But her whole funeral was Masonic. And ask yourself this question. Is Ashlee's funeral about to be the same way? Is that about to send her off like they sent Shanquella off? Masonic style? Because this is what they did, y'all. This is what they did. I want you to pay attention to these colors. The pink, the yellow, the blue. And she had on black and white. Look at this black and white. She has on a black and white t-shirt right here. Look at the color scheme. This is the same color scheme. Same color scheme. Black and white, pink, the blue at the top, yellow, gold, whatever you want to call it. Same color scheme. It's the Bodies, Bodies, Bodies movie. I'm going to put it in your face. Look at the bed. Flower life. Look at her mama earrings. All Masonic, y'all. All Masonic. Black and white. The horses. Look at this mess, y'all. Same color scheme as the movie. This girl had, she wore black and white. The other ones wore the other colors that's on the casket. Can't make this up. Cannot make this up. How in the world, y'all? Ask yourself this question. How in the world could this happen? This is another thing that I brought out about Shanquella Robinson. This was another picture that was at a Masonic lodge. It looks like a body and legs going up on both sides, or a mermaid or something like that, with a long ponytail coming down. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me turn my phone off. Okay. I have to turn my phone off, y'all, because this is going to be a long video. You see? I hope y'all can see it good. Make sure y'all can see it. It looks like the Little Mermaid. This is on the floor of a Masonic lodge. Ring a bell? It looks exactly like the Starbucks logo. You see the star? If you turn this star upside down, it's the satanic star. Y'all, you can't make this up. They had Shanquilla Robinson sitting there just like this. I talked about this. This was so subliminal that it didn't make any sense. Now let's get back to Ashlee. Okay, after I done showed y'all all the symbolism that went on with Shanquilla Robinson. Okay, that ended up, got the same last name as Ashlee. Okay, family doing a GoFundMe, gets taken out of the, and on a dream vacation. Now we have this guy. By day, he wants to portray this image on the right. Still looks eerie, like something wrong with him. By night, this is how he's coming. On the left. Okay? Let's talk about the subliminal messages that's taking place with these people right here. The red and white, okay? The red and white. And then we got the black and the white. Same color scheme, y'all. And these people look weird too. I'm just gonna put it out there. They looking strange. All of them got a emptiness on their face. Not the emptiness because she's gone, but they've been gone a long time ago. I'm just gonna put it out there, y'all. And let me blow this up just a little bit because the couch look like it got flowers on it too. Don't it look like some kind of throw that they put on the back of the couch? Kind of look like the same design, y'all, as the flower life. Okay, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. This is the mama. Ring a bell? Ring a bell? Masons cup their right hand over the left breast with their left arm by the side, drawing their right cupped hand roughly across their body, and then dropping it at their side. It refers to the penalty that is believed to come to a candidate for violating their fellow craft obligations. The penalty is having the heart taken out and given to animals. The junior deacon uses this when a candidate is ready for the fellow craft degree. It's also performed by a fellow craft and or during the opening of a lodge in the second degree. Look at what the mother is doing right here, y'all. Look almost the same, don't it? Symbolism. All day long. Okay? They had her doing the as above, so below symbol when she was taking the pictures. Now let's get to this tree of life. Okay, y'all? Let's get to this tree of life. And we about to talk about some serious stuff right now because this was so spiritual and this was so, my personal opinion, planned out to a T. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If this man lost all of his money, you know what's the biggest, the most profitable thing that's going on right now in the world? Body parts. Body parts, y'all. One of the biggest things that's going on out here. Body parts. Body parts also equals 201. Body parts. 201. Just like everything else that was equal in 201 when I did the video on this. Body parts. Okay? But let's get back to this tree of life. The tree of life represents Adam and Eve, y'all. Forbidden fruit. Okay, y'all? God said y'all can eat everything, but don't touch this tree right here. Forbidden fruit, y'all. Ring a bell. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. When this tree stuff came up, tree of life and all of this stuff in this story, the first thing I started thinking about when I was looking at those pictures was, and if you grew up in a household with Jehovah's Witnesses, you know what I'm talking about. They had these watchtower and Awake magazines. And they were so graphic on the front of them. Like some of the stuff that used to be on them used to scare me. But then it got to, I think that's why I'm into scary movies right now. And I want to know the meaning of them and like dissect the scary movies now. Because when I was little and them Watchtower and Wake covers was deep, y'all. They were deep. And it looks just like the pictures that she took with the animals on there and all the stuff, feeding the giraffes and stuff. It looked just like some of those covers. And now the Tree of Life is in the mix. Y'all, this ain't no different than Shaquilla Robinson with that Flower of Life, okay? These are some of the pictures from the Garden of Eden, y'all. Garden of Eden. And if you think about the Garden of Eden, it looks like Africa with all the animals walking around and the trees and you see the snake up there, right, y'all? This is what that reminded me of when I saw Ashlee's pictures. Look at her pictures. And look at these people in the background watching and stuff like that, watching her. Did they all know she wasn't going to make it off that island? I'm just asking y'all. This picture in the middle is the picture from the Bible stuff. The Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve. Her feeding the animals. Him, the king of the jungle. Ain't that what it looking like on this picture right here? He been there so many times to the same resort. He thought he was a king of that jungle. He running stuff there. He got friends there. He know everybody in the resort. That's why you can't believe what's being put out there. You can't believe it. Because it could be being put out there purposely. Okay? Then again, it could be true. We don't know. We'll find out though. We gonna find out. If they done arrested 10 people, it's bound to come out, right, y'all? And there's something going on because they won't even release her body. They done already made over $50,000 on the GoFundMe. They got enough money to transfer her body here. They won't release it. They won't release it, y'all. And I want y'all to think about something as well. Word on the street is, y'all remember Kanika Jenkins? When she was in that freezer, word on the street is they took a body part off of her and sold it. Okay, y'all? They took a body part off of her. Word on the street, Kanika Jenkins. And a lot of people felt like they put her in that freezer to preserve her body parts. I don't know how it works. But I'm going to say this. Did she pass away on the 9th? Think about this for a second. If she passed away on the 9th, 4-9, 94 equals Satanism. That could have been the night she passed. When they took her to the hospital and they said she passed away at the hospital the next day, were they just holding her? Did she just have something holding her, keeping her body parts functioning that they need off of her? It's going to be so important to know if anything is missing off of her body when she gets back here. This is what everybody's waiting on to see. Did they take any body parts off of her? Because like I said, this is something that people do. They take people places. People get their body part. They get paid hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to do this. They get paid $300,000 for this, $400,000 for this part. It's a lot of rich people that's waiting on body parts. That's why, they always trying to get you to be a donor. You go down there to get your driver's license. They want to know if you're a donor. I ain't trying to be funny, but I wouldn't suggest it. If that's something you want to do, when you pass away, then you make that decision then and there. I want him to be a donor. I want her to be a donor. But if you put that on your information and somebody wants a body part when something happens to you, they're not fighting to keep you because you're worth more gone than alive. They get to just chop up all kind of stuff on you and give this part to this person and this part to that person and this part to that person. And before you know it, that one body, they made $1 million. So if this man fell off and he's an investor, little one traffic to the king was coming up in the numbers. Word on the street. How many others? Are there others? If you get to know people that has family that's dancers, you get to know people that don't have family that's runaways from home. They're some of the most beautiful little ones is ones that then ran away from home. They look like they could be supermodels, but they have no family. Their family don't want to deal with them. They do so much stuff and start hanging with the wrong crowds. Some of them don't have no family wanting to see them coming. Some of them been away from their families for 6, 7, 8 years that they're not even thought about anymore. Because when they was around, they was a headache. Think about those people that this man probably has ran into. I don't get along with my family. See, people don't understand when you meet somebody and you telling them all your business. If they got bad intentions, those type of things, get them bells ringing when you say this type of stuff to them. So be careful. Meeting people and I don't have nobody and I don't this and I don't that. Because I know for a fact that people that's close to me, they're spoilers, Hell, okay? But they run around to their friends and significant others and act like they getting treated like crap. And these other people get into their head and they even further keep that lie going. They don't love you. Get away from them. We care about you more. We this, we that. You gotta be careful what you telling people you meeting online and all of this stuff. A lot of people is meeting people telling them all their business. Just think of him meeting somebody at an adult entertainment club. And I ran away from home 10 years ago. I don't have no contact with my family. I don't this. Ooh. You know what they're thinking? A skin to the head is thinking. Bingo. Take her somewhere. She never come back. Ain't nobody gonna even never know about it. Ain't nobody looking for her. And dancers go and come at clubs. They move around to different clubs. Nobody will never know. How many other people have he brought there? And you know what else is weird about the situation, y'all? Word on the street is, y'all, the hotels was in her name. Y'all, you can't make this up. The hotel rooms were in her name. Now ask yourself this question. Why would a alleged rich man take her out the country for a surprise, a birthday vacation? Already they asked the parents probably for her hand in marriage because they knew about it before she did. Okay? Why would they book a room and put it in that person's name, not their own? If they're the ones that's making the plans. Something ain't adding up here, y'all. It's not adding up. A lot of red flags about this whole situation. And the family don't seem as upset as they should, especially for a black close family. Somebody go missing. People gonna raise the roof. That's you know what I'm saying? Why they so calm? It just is, the whole thing is weird, y'all. The symbolism is weird, y'all. How in the world does that happen? And I'm gonna just be completely honest. I didn't gave people gifts. You know, beautiful rooms. I done gave, couples a gift to get a room and stuff and go and enjoy yourself and stuff like that out of the goodness of my heart. And when I do that, I'm not going to be there with them. So I can see me putting it in my name and saying, oh, this is who's going to be here or whatever, if they let you do that. But some places, they want the person who's going to be in that room, they want their information, not yours, even though you're paying for it. Okay, y'all? I want you to pay attention to that. This is important. Who paid for it? Did she pay for her own dream vacation? Did he say his money was tied up? And when they got there, did he let her know that he lost his money and lost hers too? Is she broke? How in the world do you surprise her with a wedding ring, with an engagement ring, or all of this stuff? If the rooms and everything was in her name. You got the roses set up and all of this stuff saying happy birthday. But it's in her name? How many women have he brought to that resort and put it in their names? Is that a thing that he does when he don't want people to know he was there with them? And the only reason why everybody knows about her is because she's popular? Is that where he messed up at? Did he think that he could do her the same way and get away with doing this to her like possibly others? We can tell now he got some screws missing. The wife allegedly left him because he was putting paws on her. Allegedly out here giving out different names to people, saying he doing different jobs. And somebody came in my comment section. I can't with some people, y'all. I just can't. I do, answer a lot of, when I have time, I go to my comment section and I love to go back and forth with my subscribers. But when somebody come in there and say, oh, this is not the same man because one got a beard and one don't, I can't answer questions like that because I feel like I'm going to lose some brain cells. That people don't understand that some people cut shaves mustaches. Some people grow them, some people shave them. He has several pictures, with some with a mustache and a beard, and some he didn't cut off to make himself look younger when he hanging out with Ashlee, going to games and stuff like that. He shaved his mustache and beard different ways. Sometimes he just shaved the whole beard off, and it made him look much younger. But when he growing it out, he looks older than what he's saying he is, 45. He's not 45. I doubt that. I think that's a lie that he's putting out there and telling them. He's not 45. If you look at some of those pictures, he looks way older than 45. But this is what people were saying in the comment section. I know some people a little bit behind others. But I just don't have the patience all the time. I'm a Pisces. I can be patient sometimes, but sometimes I just can't. And I just erase it. If I look at a comment and it just, I be like, huh? I can't sit there and type and answer you. I just have to just erase it. So sometimes I erase stuff, sometimes I don't, because there's words on there that pop up that you say. It'll get your comment erased. But if you saying something stupid, it'll get your comment erased. I ain't lying, y'all. I can't take it. I can't. Somebody said, oh, his eyes are different. If you want to look, if you got different, it's a movie called Stepfather. If you haven't seen the series, it's different ones because they done remade it over and over again, Stepfather. And he takes out families. He go and he meet a woman that's single with a child or whatever, and he act like he's so crazy about her. He love her child, this and that and this. He moves in. Then he goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And he takes out the daughter or son, whatever that they have, and then takes them out. And then when he goes to another city and state or another neighborhood, he changes his appearance. Sometimes he puts on contact lenses. Sometimes he grows out his beard. Sometimes he shaves off his beard. Sometimes he grows his hair. Sometimes he shaves his hair. But he is repping different. He tried to make himself look different for different females. So for somebody that put in, oh, his eyes are different, people wear contacts. White people wear contacts too. Especially the ones that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs that want you to think that they're not who they say they are. Okay? Like I said, this is the theme that he's pushing. Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden. This is what he's pushing. Tree of Life. Through everything that was going on with her. You see those links right there. You see the links. Them 8s was popping up. Now this is where I got the Tree of Life from, y'all. You see his chest? See his tattoo on his chest? This is Joe McCann, y'all. He has the Tree of Life on his chest. This is the first time I ever saw a grown man with a tree on their chest, y'all. If he ain't keeping in theme with what he's about, I don't know what to tell y'all. I hope y'all can see it. There's the tree of life on his chest. Now, some people saying he has some skin to the head tattoos as well. When you are dating somebody, pay attention to their tattoos. Their tattoos have meaning. Their tattoo is about their past. For somebody to lay in a chair and what you want, I want a tree right here. I want a tree of life on my chest. That's a little weird to me. I'm just going to put that out there, y'all. That's a little strange, okay? So, tree of life. Tree of life and DEATH. That was in what? The book of Genesis? If you eat from this tree, you in trouble. You in trouble. Your eyes gonna be open. You can pass away. You gonna suffer. You this, you that, you that, you that. It's about sinning. Okay? Sinning. It's about going against the grain. Doing what you're not supposed to be doing. It's about to tell you, created you, and say, well, you can eat wherever you want. Just don't touch this tree right there. That tree could have withered up all it wanted. I don't care how much a craving I would have had for that tree. I would have been straight on that tree, okay? You can live forever and this and that and this. Feel the earth, this and that and this. You have to go and let that snake slither up by you. Huh? Is he that snake in the garden? Did he take her to this dream vacation knowing that she was never going to make it back home? Huh? He knew Ashlee more than anybody. He knew her. He knew she had an attitude problem. He knew she wasn't going to take stuff that other people take that he didn't dealt with. The one thing that a woman like Ashlee that would make her snap, that they got to move them from separate rooms, that there's no making up about. Cheating. That's one. If she wasn't putting up with it. Number two, her money. Her money. Her money. Was she ready to leave? After they got into it? Was she ready to leave? Was she packing? Come back in 15 minutes. This is what the butler said. Now, mind you, the butler done changed into the exterminator now, y'all. Word on the street, y'all. They done changed the butler. The butler is now the exterminator. He was running around spraying poisonous stuff around for the bugs and the this and the that and the that and the this. The exterminator? Really? The exterminator came to check on her. Spraying for the bugs. The person that ran around here spraying poison for the bugs. And the creepy crawlers. So that they won't come around her. How do we not know this? I'm just saying. She wasn't giving some of that stuff. How do we not know she wasn't giving something? Did it take you 15 minutes to pack? Was she about to leave? Ask yourself this question. If you somewhere and you find out that your man brought you somewhere where he knows everybody, other women is in other rooms next to yours that he's visiting and mingling and tingling with. You and him arguing in the lobby. You and him arguing in the villa. And I don't know how somebody else could hear them arguing because the villas was private and way away from the next one from what I saw. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to pay attention to this because this is deep. The Garden of Eden is what his tattoo represents. The Garden of Eden equals 98. 98, y'all. Garden of Eden. Scammer equals 98. Scammer came up in the other video that I did. That he was scamming people. And word on the street is that's what these crypto people do. They scam people. They scam you. They'll get a person and they'll, if you invest $20 and they'll let that person win some money. They'll let them win. Like, oh, you won. Now go and get other people to sign up too. I stay away from people like that. I don't care. I don't like the scam stuff. Okay? And everybody's trying to get at your money these days, okay? But yeah, that's a turn off for me. Cause you won something, oh, you invested in something, this is what they do. They use that person to be their mouthpiece to go and get everybody else to sign. They let somebody win or two maybe. And then they collect. They're not giving out a bunch of money. They collect the money. The Garden of Eden equals 98. Scammer equals 98, y'all. Word on the street, he's a scammer. This is why other celebrities stayed away from him. Grave equals 98. That's where she's on her way to. Truman equals 98. Truman. And we're going to get back to Truman, y'all. We're going to get back to Truman later in this video. Because her life was the Truman Show. She thought he was taking her somewhere. He knew everybody there, but she didn't know he knew people there. He had other women he was messing around with there. The word on the street. She didn't know that. Her family. The Truman Show. Everybody was involved. The significant other, the best friend, the parents was a part of the Truman Show too. Y'all, Truman equals 98. Bye equals 98. Ring a bell. It looked like she's waving. Bye equals 98. Not only did he have her with her hand up, doing the as above, so below, and waving. She has on a flower dress. And she has her legs crossed, y'all. Just like right here. She got her legs crossed. They said this represents Christ. With the legs crossed. Okay? Standing on the red petals. And got the white ones all around her. Y'all, you can't make this up. Remember Jesus? His legs was crossed too, wasn't it? When he was on, his legs was crossed too. And don't just look in the mirror over here in the door. Don't you see the cross? Right there. Yeah, you can't make this up, y'all. You cannot make this up. What's going on? The red and the white rose petals all over the place. Do you see the X's right here? These are crosses right here as well. Look at all the crosses. On the right side over here. On the wood. The crosses. She got her legs crossed again on this picture. Right on the street, he was the one that was, and this is why they say they got a lot of evidence. They said they got a lot of pictures. They said they got video and all of this stuff. It's some of these pictures that they're going to release. Now, we haven't even seen all the pictures that he took of her. The few that we're seeing now are symbolic. As above, so below, poses, all that stuff. Crossed legs. Is there more to come? Is they about to release more pictures, y'all? Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something else that's very eerie, okay? Look at Shanquella Robinson got the cross on her chain. And her mother has on the flower of life. Like the tree of life. Look at Ashlee earrings, y'all. She has on the same earrings that flower of life. And I bet you he gave it to her. I bet you she didn't buy that. Every picture is symbolic that he done took with her. Or then took of her. It's a lot of symbolic stuff in the pictures that he take of her. A lot of meaning behind some of the stuff that's in it. Look at the way he's looking with those earrings on her ear. Make sure you show those earrings off. Just like Shanquella Robinson pictures was popping up. And we was like, what the heck? What the heck? The horns over her head, y'all. And then she got this red wreath right here of roses. Okay? On the back of her head. You can't make this up, y'all. You cannot make this up. It's a reason why he had all this red in the picture and the black and the white. It's a reason behind this, y'all. It's a reason. This is crazy. And they're going along with it. What family got time for that, y'all? What family got time for this? Put yourself in their place right now. Would y'all be mad it's going off? Would you be sitting there like you numb to the whole situation right here? Are they all numb? It ain't nowhere in the world that all of them is reacting the same way. The mama, the daddy, and whoever else these other people is, stepdaddy, and whoever else this other woman is. As they all have the same, somebody gonna be snapping. Somebody gonna be going off. Like, what the heck is going on? You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some kind of emotion. There's none. They're emotionless, y'all. And they're keeping up with the color scheme, y'all. This is the crazy part. They're keeping up with the color scheme. They purposely put that white stuff, throw over that couch right there behind them. They perfectly went and found a black and white outfits to put on. Make sure they're showing all these white tops. And, nah, baby, you don't wear white. You wear the red. This is the stepdaddy, the white guy on the end. And right on the street, this is the mama husband. So she was trying to be like her mama and marry a white guy. But somebody with some money. Is the mama half the fault for this? This is why she grew up thinking that she want her a white man too. Because she think that her mama life so grand because she got her a white man. And I talked about this the other day, and some people got offended. Older people that knew what I was talking about, they knew what I was talking about. People that got some rough hair on their head all their life that had to deal with getting their hair pressed or getting a perm to get to comb through their hair. People that experienced that, they knew what I was talking about when I said decent hair. I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody, but I had some dummies coming in my comment section talking about, what do you mean decent hair? I'm out. Well, take your y'all. Don't make me go there. Don't let the doorknob hit you on your way out. This is why some people jump to conclusion. They don't know they don't even understand what you're saying. I wasn't trying to talk about nobody by saying some black people got decent, some people got decent hair. They do. All black people don't have the same hair. Some got some decent hair, some got some that's, and decent hair means you can get the comb through it without having a perm and without having and I feel like I have a right to talk about these things. If I went through that all my life, I had really bad hair. If I didn't, my mama didn't press it with the straightening comb, I was breaking combs, y'all. I was breaking them. I've always had just really rough hair. No matter what they tried to do to it at the beauty shop, whatever, I always had rough hair. If I didn't put a perm in it or press it out, the comb wasn't going through it. So I have a right to say some black people got decent hair. Because I ain't have any. And it ain't about self-hate or this and that and that and this. Some people got a complex. You don't struggle with your hair all your life. I ain't gonna put my poor child through this. I'm gonna go get somebody that got some good hair. If I'm gonna have a child. Sometimes people feel like that. And it's because of what they done went through. It ain't because they hate themselves. Oh, it's self-hate. That's not self-hate. You want a child that you want to be able to comb their hair without breaking the comb like you did with yours. But all that mixing ain't good. And I've learned that through experience. I've learned that through other people's experience that I know. People that done went to jail, I've talked to people that done went to jail. And you know what they say? The people that act the biggest fools in the prison is the ones that's mixed. You're not supposed to mix. This is why so many people are against it. Mixing that bloodline. Because you get some bad stuff out of mixing those bloodlines. Word on the street. Word on the street. Almost every white person that I've known, I feel like I'm saying it like Malcolm X. Malcolm X said, not one white person that he has known, he got a good experience out of it. Mostly all the way. And I'm going to just say this too. There's a lot of black people you don't get no good experience with. Every now and then you look up and find somebody that's out in the streets that treat you better than your own family. You know what I'm saying, y'all? That you get along with. But when you mix them bloodlines, it messes up them little ones. And the people that know what I'm talking about, y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I have a mixed child. My own self. Nobody in the world could have never told me that me and him was going to grow apart when he got older. Because we were so close together. So close. He wouldn't let nobody disrespect me, this and that and this. None of that. I don't know him anymore. I don't know him anymore. He done ran across himself and this is my personal opinion. I think he done ran across himself with some kind of cult stuff. Yes, y'all, and this is why I can speak on these things, because I experienced it. We went from our household, everybody getting along, to this and that and this, to this person coming by our house, and our house got turned upside down by inviting this one person into our home. And this person has latched on to my child like no other. And this person is white too. This person is white too. And if you haven't ever experienced, I don't know what to tell y'all. He's mixed. He got a lot going on with him. Everything been fine. I mean, I haven't got no trouble for years. None of that stuff. I left all of that stuff behind me. But your kids, y'all, your kids can take you on a whirlwind. So you got to be careful. When people tell you, be careful mixing in blood, that DNA, my grandma told me a long time ago, that DNA is something else. And when you're dealing with some bad DNA and they mix up with some more bad shitka, you don't know what you got on your hands. You don't know what you got on your hands, yo. It's a spiritual warfare going on right now. For real, for real. And demons is latching their self on to families that's getting along, that was getting along. And they trying to turn it inside out, y'all. Inside out. There's some weird stuff going on. I pray on it and I keep it pushing. But there's some weird stuff going on right now, y'all. I'll talk about that on another video. But when I talk about this stuff, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from what other people talk about too. Be careful of mixing those bloodlines because for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. If you want to bring a child into this world, bring him into the world because of love. Not because you want him to have no good hair, because you'll end up with some shitka on your hands. Some bad mojo on your hands. And I know a lot of white people, they say the same things. A lot of old white people, they was like, no, you shouldn't mix the bloodlines. Is they wrong for saying this? No. And a lot of people say, oh, it doesn't matter who you love. It's who you can't think about who you love. Most of the people that's having a mixed relationships, they're not happy. They're not happy. They're going through so much stuff. They having these mixed kids that seem like they're doing good. They're on the right track. They smart. They stay out of trouble. This and that and this. They run into this bump on the road, and you be like, "What the heck just happened?" Just yesterday, we was just like this. Now today, we can't stand each other. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it's some shitka going on out here. It's a spiritual warfare going on out here. It is. It is. And families are joining cults and all kind of stuff. People are into all kind of mess. And like I say, it starts with these colleges. It starts with them, y'all. All of them look like they probably been in sororities and stuff. Look on this couch. And they don't look like they need no money. You have to do a GoFundMe to send her back, to get her back. Let's get to this Adidas stuff, y'all. Let's get to this Adidas stuff. Remember Shaquilla Robinson? Parents did that first interview and they had that Adidas jacket on. The daddy had the t-shirt on and the Adidas jacket. The mama had on her red, repping the red. The Adidas superstar just grew a rose. This is this year, y'all. Willie Charvarella, whatever, flips the classic silhouette by replacing its iconic shell toe with a sculpted rose detail. This is what they did this year. White rose, y'all. And they got the red roses all around with the white rose on the tip of the gym shoe. You can't make this up, y'all. Adidas. Red and white roses. Do y'all see this? I keep telling y'all this year, a lot of the sacred to the vices is going to be the summer solstice, summer stuff. This is sacred to the official time right now, y'all. It usually be around Halloween. It's happening now. They're scraping and scrambling, not right now, the demons. And they're losing their power. Because more people are waking up to their mess. So they're losing power right now. They're doing everything they can to gain that power back. And they feel like having sacred to the vices is going to give them that power back. Look at this rose. Adidas, y'all. Adidas. They're putting out the clothing line with the roses. Red and white. You see it? Adidas Originals. Red and white. Zanzibar. Look at their logo. It's a rose, y'all. It's a rose. Zanzibar Beach Resort. What do y'all see right here? What do y'all see? Is that the flower of life right there, y'all? The same thing that was in the Shanquella Robinson case. Should I blow it up a little bit for y'all? Flower of life. I studied this stuff, y'all. That's why when I see it now, I know what I'm talking about. This is the same Masonic temple with the flower of life on it. Same thing. That Shanquella Robinson mama had the earring on. Now, Ashlee has the flower of life earring on too. She passes away the same way Shanquella Robinson. GoFundMe, all this stuff. I'm just asking y'all. I'm just asking. Y'all think this is a coincidence? Look at the Adidas on his jacket. Y'all think this is a coincidence? I'm asking y'all right now. And I want y'all to go back to some of Ashlee's pictures. She got on a lot of black and white. I'm just going to put that out there, y'all. She got a lot of black and white on. Lots of black and white. This was Shanquella Robinson's funeral. All of this Masonic stuff going on. Look at them doing the hand gestures and everything. Everybody was talking about this. Remember Takeoff? I talked about this in Takeoff video. Red shirt, white roses. Flower of life in his video. When he was sacred to the vice for Halloween. Same thing, y'all. Same thing. Dolph, a lot of red, black and white, wasn't it, y'all? When Dolph was taken out. And the list goes on and on and on, y'all. Was she the sacred to the official lamb? It's the Lamborghini. You see that lamb? Is all her pictures symbolic to? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Ask yourself this question. For him to be wanting to marry this woman, you would have thought that he would have put her real name, Happy Birthday Ashlee, the way that her mama spelled her name. Not the way that she spelled it for the people on YouTube, on her social media accounts. Another thing we need to talk about. The red rose and the white rose. They have thorns. The thorns represent Jesus Christ, y'all. He had thorns on his head when they took him out. Withered white rose with thorns. Don't D4VD, the one that just got arrested for taking out Celeste. He got a song, a album or a song called Withered. These storms are symbolic, yo. The Adidas superstar with a white rose is part of the 2026 Love Prevails collaboration with designer Willie Chaveria, released April 18th. Yesterday. This was released yesterday. She went missing, or she went kaput around the 9th. This is crazy. This is crazy. That I want to go to the bottom for a second because I want y'all to pay attention to something. That's weird, okay? It says, Willie Chavarria reimagined the iconic Adidas superstar, substituting the traditional shell toe for a sculpted rose. Okay, that we talking about a rose, right? Highlighted a romantic yet edgy streetwear and aesthetic, whatever you got to say. Okay, y'all. Romantic. What's romantic about this shoe, y'all? That shoe looks stupid. What's romantic about this? I know what's romantic that got something to do with a rose. Romantic to the hummer to the side. He got a rose too. Why is Adidas associating with red and white roses? And people passing away to that. Celeste? Petals to thorns. You can't make this up, y'all. Petals to Thorns album. She went, this is what Ashlee went through. 1 minute, there was petals everywhere. That was the sweet part about the vacation. The petals. Oh, the rose petals. It's beautiful. She couldn't believe it. Those petals turned into thorns. He turned into that thorn in her, Asika. Because they couldn't even stand to be with each other after they left that first little hotel and they went to the second one. By the time they made it to that second hotel, it was smoke in the city. So she went from petals from one hotel room to the other hotel resort where she passed away at to thorns. What changed in between her leaving that first resort where all the animals were to going to the other hotel? What changed? Was he trying to spend the last of his money to, I'm just saying, y'all, spend her, make her think that I love you and this and that and that and this, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. It seems that he was trying really, really hard. Really, really hard to prove something to her at that first resort where the animals was at. In between him leaving that resort going to the next one, this is when they start arguing in the lobby. They were arguing in the lobby. They're saying that's where the cheating took place at the second place. So what don't make sense is why are they arguing in the second place lobby already? He haven't even met up with the other women yet. Allegedly. He hadn't even met up with the other women yet. The first one, they were cool at that hotel. There was no arguing, none of that. When they got to the second hotel, now it makes sense when they got to the second hotel. Okay? Where he's known to go to all the time. Where he has friends there. He know the staff and all of that. This is where the shoulda could hit the fan at. So why were they arguing in the lobby about cheating when there was no arguing going on at the first place, allegedly? They didn't know if anything went on in that one. He was sweeping her off her feet on that one. Did he, in between leaving that one and going to the new one, tell her that I just lost a lot of money? I just lost $100 million of my own money. So your money that you invested tanked too. Is this where the smoke and mirrors is coming in at, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Petals to thorns. Thorns represents the sacrifice. Rose among thorns, a 5th century reference comparing Mary to a rose growing among thorns, contrasting her with Eve, who brought the thorn of sin. Let's keep going, y'all. Red roses are traditionally associated with Christ, B-L-O-O-D, or passion, while white roses symbolize purity, often linked to the Virgin Mary in Christian tradition. Okay, y'all? Or sin. Y'all remember when I put up a bunch of pictures of Shaquilla Robinson, and she had the same 5-star. She had this on one of her outfits too. And I couldn't find it, y'all. But I want y'all to see the symbolic stuff. A picture that they took up with her standing by a tree. He took so much symbolic stuff of this girl, this woman. I don't know what to say. So Ashlee has on this star. If you turn the star upside down, you don't have to turn hers upside down. She hers is the same way as on a Starbucks, just like Shaquilla. Okay. That 5-star ring that all these celebrities be wearing, and they get set up. King Von, all of these other people that was wearing that 5-star ring. Y'all remember that? The sacred to the official system, Old Testament. Lambs were regularly sacrificed to cover or atone for the sins of the people. Zanzibar Hotel, y'all. When I put Zanzibar Hotel in there, and remember that 98? The Zanzibar Hotel equals 98 too, but it's coming up 68 in reverse reduction. Okay? But I want y'all to pay attention to this 157 in ordinal. Zanzibar Hotel equals 157. Okay? 157 equals the devil. This is where her problems took place at, the Zanzibar Hotel. And this is where people better stay the heck away from, because word on the street is you get taken out there. Okay? 157 also equals violence. Final solution equals 157. The Zanzibar Hotel was the final solution for him with Ashlee. He didn't mess up all this girl's money, probably. Allegedly. And in order for her not to tell the whole world, don't deal with this man, because he just lost a lot of money. A lot of my money. I'm broke now because of him. Just think about what was probably going through her mind. And she is an online influencer that she could get out here and tell people, please put his picture up. Don't mess with this man. Do not invest nothing. This is how he make his money. Y'all tell me, could this have been a part of why they were arguing? GEADLY equals 157. Zanzibar Hotel. Master Masons equal 157. Zanzibar Hotel. Did I not tell y'all? This is what's going on in Zanzibar. Word on the street. If you think I'm lying, go look it up. Look up Satanism in Zanzibar, Africa. This was gonna come up. We don't know what she went through that night. We don't know if she was given something so that they can, because he couldn't have possibly put her up there while she was, well, then again, he could have put her, he was way bigger than her. He could have put her up on that thing, you know what I'm saying, and left her dangling up there while she was still alive. But he could have also put her up there while she was given something. Just saying, y'all. Snake bite equals 157. Snake. Ain't the snakes in the garden, y'all? Ain't the snake associated with the Garden of Eden? Snake bite equals 157. Zanzibar Hotel. Devil equals 157, y'all. I told y'all, it looks like those magazines and Watchtower and Awake magazines that the Jehovah's Witness used to pass out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. The birds equal 157. Don't they call women that's chasing guys for their money, whatever? Don't they call them birds? I don't know, y'all. Texas Rangers equal 157. Word on the street is he has a background in Texas too. Word on the street, he has a background in Texas. Ancient accepted Scottish rite of Freemasonry. It equals 157, y'all. Jesuits equal 157. Remember I kept telling y'all 201 was all over everything? Can't nobody tell me. RIP equals 157. Can't nobody tell me the ritual human sacrifice. 94. Are we going to get to the 94? They got mixed in there. Black Swan. Celestial equals 157. When they talking about Celeste, they was talking about celestial stuff with Celeste when she passed away with David 4V, VD, whatever his name is, that just went to jail for taking out that female, made that son romantic to the homicide with the red and white roses. Celestial was popping up then. I want y'all to remember this ritual human to sacrifice equal 9-4. This could have been the day that she actually passed. 4-9. They say she passed away the next day in the hospital. Was she already passed away on the 9th? Just like Bobby Christina. Remember when Bobby Christina was on that breathing machine, but she had already been gone and they had to turn the machine off, and she was on the machine for months because Bobby Brown was trying to hold on, hoping she'd wake up. But she was already gone. Was Ashlee already gone on the 9th? 4-9 equals ritual. Human to the sacrifice. 9-4. Did they hold her alive to the next day so they can preserve some of those body parts? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see if her family going to lie. Because if they are part of this, giving their little ones away for the sacrifice, I'm just saying, if they are a part of some mess like that, they're going to cover up if the body parts is missing. That's what what's her name? Kanika Jenkins' mama did. Look what's happening to her right now. That BLOOD money, it wasn't good. She enjoyed it while she could, and now her man that left her, her money gone. She running through the streets now in her birthday suit. In her birthday suit. This is what Kanika Jenkins' mother is doing now. She done lost her mind now. Short-lived, too. You got millions of dollars, and you are broke, and your daughter didn't get no justice. Let's get back to this tree of life, y'all. Let's get back to this tree of life. He looked like he's standing there telling her, I can give you the world and everything in it. Just do what I tell you. Do what I tell you. Scammer then came up twice in the numbers. Was he scamming her out of her money too? Did she not see this coming? And by the time she saw it, it was too late. Now I'm going to ask y'all a question. If you leave one hotel where you're enjoying yourself, and then you make it to this next hotel, and you got some bad news from him that you don't want to have shit or could have do with him no more, while you're there, you went from saying yes in one hotel to get the F away from me in the next hotel. Are you going to stay, or are you going to tell somebody that come to check on you, come back in 15 minutes, I'm leaving? Was she trying to get out of town? Trying to go to the airport? Was she about to leave? There's no reason for her to stay there. And she's finding out that everybody and everything around her is fake. Women there is mad at her because she's beautiful and she's there with him. The men that's probably mingling and tingling with all of them too, they probably like they wanted to hit that too. While she was there because she's beautiful. She's mad at him. She the one from engagement to they beefing to the high tower. She don't take me as somebody that would be this mad over him messing around with somebody. Not out of town like that. Now I can see her be mad, but still keep her cool so that she can make it back home safely. Especially if she done found out he got friends there. and other women that he mingling and tingling with. She don't take me as somebody stupid. But the one thing that would make you mad, that you can't hold back your money. You done danced at these trip clubs. You done went and did all these videos with these videos, rappers and stuff like that. Probably got paid some little money on the side to spend some time with them. You done stacked all this money up. Whatever she does for a living, she travels, she do YouTube stuff too. She made money off of that. I don't know what else she did. But she had some money stacked away. I can't believe she's the type of person that didn't. She liked to live in a nice, comfortable lifestyle. I don't think she was spending her money. She's spending gas money. If they took her out and do stuff, I don't think she's spending her money. Which makes you wonder, why is it in her name? Why is the hotel room in her name? Yeah, it's a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to this situation. Mess with a person money, they on fire. Especially when you done took all of their money. Just say Ashlee saved up about $700,000. It's her money, her hard-earned money. Just think about that. She invested that with him in his ventures, so she can have a come up like him. He lose all his money and all her money. So he's telling her on this trip, not only have I lost your money, possibly. It's just me thinking out loud. Not only have I lost your money, but I done lost my money too. So ain't no more, when we leave from here, we gonna have to live, we can't live above our means until I come up with the next scheme to get this money back. So he got to go and hustle other people, investors, so that he can try to flip their money. So he can get his pockets back right. He can't get anything from her. She's mad as all H to the ELL. She's ready to get back to the United States so she can raise the roof. Probably press charges on him about her money. He knows she's that upset. She can't make it back home. Not only would she probably, raise the roof when she get back home, peed off about it. Now he got to deal with her going to be with other men, breaking up with him, possibly charges or something, probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, can you even press charges if you give somebody something willingly to invest and they lose it? That's a lose-lose situation. I don't see you even being able to call the police about this situation. Especially, and he lost his money too. So the only way she can get back at him is go on her platform and tell the world he's a scammer. Which is going to ruin him because he got that mouthpiece to swindle people out of their money to invest. Let's get back to this tree of life on his chest. The tree of life is in the Garden of Eden, described in Genesis 2:9. Symbolizes God's offer of immortality, eternal life, and divine wisdom to humanity. Situated in the garden, in the center of the garden, its fruit was intended to sustain life and harmony with God. Following Adam and Eve's disobedience, access was restricted, symbolizing a shift from immortality to the human experience of demise. From the immortality to the human experience of demise, Skull and Bones, 2223, right here in your face. Skull and Bones, y'all. Skull and Bones is popping up. I told y'all that this is all over the place. Okay? 1111, make a wish. 216, 2604. 216 is on here twice. 216. Okay, y'all? 216 is on there twice. And this is came up 1111 Make-A-Wish. 1111 is sacred to the Feist. 1111. Mo 3 passed away on 1111. He was sacred to the Feist. People that was around him that he did that movie with, they was putting up all that 1111, something gonna happen, and it happened just like they said it would. But that ain't all I'm paying attention to. 1111 Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish. When do you make a wish? On your birthday? When you blowing out the candles? Wasn't it her birthday? Wasn't it her birthday? Y'all, you can't make this up. Forbidden fruit equals 83. Take you out by the numbers. 83 right here in your face. 83. It also equals 33 down here too. Forbidden fruit. Everybody and their mama tried to tell her, stay away from him. He was like that forbidden fruit. If you keep dealing with this man, people was all in her comment section saying, you gonna pass away, girl, dealing with him. He gonna take you out. You don't see it's something wrong with him? She kept saying, y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous. That's what she said. He was that forbidden fruit. He had the tree on his chest. You ain't paying no attention to a girl. The tree of life. If you put the tree of life in, there go that 64. 9464. Do y'all remember when Takeoff passed away? That Drake and 21 Savage was on Saturday Night Live. They did a little skit. Drake had a jacket on that had 64 or 46 on the jacket. When they was taunting Takeoff's passing, Michael B. Jordan had on a bowling alley shirt. Y'all remember that? He had on that 46 or 64 jacket. Go back and look if y'all think I'm lying. When Dolph was taken out, allegedly he was taken out by CMG. Yo Gotti was at the White House after Dolph was taken out. He was hanging out with Joe Biden's wife. Joe Biden's wife had on a t-shirt that said 64 or 46 on there too. Ashlee, to me, passed away on the 9th, 4/9. She passed away on the 9th. 4/9. They preserved her body parts to the next day. And they said she passed away on the 10th. 232 is right here, skull and bones. 33 is right here. You can't make this up, y'all. No way, no how. Satanism equals 94. Satanism equals 94. She passed away on 4/9. All the symbols is there. November 13th equals 94. November 13th represents lies, y'all. They're lying. The number for dishonesty is 113. If it's 113 or 1113, there's some lies in there. Green screen, dream world, fake reality, sinister, divorce. All the things that seem like he is. Infidelity, perjury, disinfo, not factual, not true, broadcasting, mainstream, bullshitical. Okay, y'all? Election day, politics, puppets, illusions, fictions, not honest, and dishonest. Everything that's almost on here seems like it's talking about Joe. Oh, Joe, y'all. That's what it seems like. Zuri Zanzibar Hotel and Resort. 1131. Look at them 113s again, y'all. The mama said, the parents said that 11 hours later, she was gone. They talked to him 11 hours before they found out that she was gone. 11. That 11 kept popping up, y'all. You can't make this up. I don't care what nobody say. Truman popped up in her numbers. On the air, unaware. Was this Ashlee, y'all? Was she unaware of everything that was going on around her, or did she just ignore the signs? Ask yourself this question. On the Truman Show, his wife, significant other, was part of the play. Part of the play. And look at her. She got these little white flowers on her shirt. Y'all, Lord have mercy. The mama and daddy of the Truman, they were a part of the play. Everybody was a part of the play. His best friend was a part of the play. Everybody was a part of the play. Look at his daddy. He played a homeless person in the Truman Show. One minute he looking deranged, like right here. The next minute he want people to think he this businessman. What's this about him stepping up the ladder? Is he gonna beat this case and get out and go step up another with the Masons? Think he gonna go up the ladder? Was him bringing Ashlee to the table a stepping stone for him? And when I saw this, and I thought about that picture with her and him with the clouds behind them. The Truman Show had the clouds. He made it up that ladder. Look at the clouds behind him, y'all. Was she his step up in the industry or in his masonry stuff or whatever? Was she his step up? Was this planned? She not gonna act right. She gonna ruin me. Plus she is she's out here, doing YouTube and all kind of stuff. She can ruin my life. She can tell all my business. I can't let her go back and tell about this money. I can't. Did he drain her for every dime that she had, y'all? That's my question. Did he turn her upside down and shake them pockets, y'all? But on her way out, gave her a nice farewell. Look at the flowers on her dress. She looks like a sucker to the official lamb right here. This looks like an altar to me. I just keep looking at this picture. It looks like an altar to me. You can't make this up, y'all. So much symbolism all over the place. All over the place. Red roses represents sacrifice and love. Red roses are often interpreted as symbol of the blood of Christ shed on the cross. He got her crossing her legs and everything. Y'all, you can't make this up. White roses are associated with the purity, innocence, and holiness of the Virgin Mary. They are seen as representing the spirit of prayer, and in some traditions are linked to the rose without thorns, honoring Mary's immaculate conception. It's crazy, y'all. Symbolic color contrast. Some biblical interpretations, such as Isaiah 1:18, discuss sins being scarlet. The scarlet is red too. That represents red too. The scarlet. Or crimson symbolizes red, and being made white as snow. There go the white with the scarlet. Highlight a thematic contrast between impurity and purity. You cannot make this up, y'all. Lord have mercy. Red and white roses are used symbolically in the Catholic tradition of the rosemary, which is traditionally viewed as a garland of roses given to Mary. Mary represents Jesus. Jesus represents sacrifice. You can't make this up, y'all. Is it smoke and mirrors, y'all? Are they telling us the truth? Do y'all think so? Let me know in the comment section. Please, let me know. Y'all, I had to bring this one. I couldn't get past this. The parents knew about the engagement before he asked. He knew. They knew. The parents is acting weird right now. Symbolism, just like Shanquilla Robinson is popping up. You can't make this up. The 94, the 49, the 64. Same thing that popped up with other passings. of the passing. When King Von passed, Cardi B was putting up the 6 and a 4 in her video. Up, she was putting up the bottle 6 and a 4, and she was taunting King Von's passing. She was putting up 6'4" too. I think he's from 6'4", something like that. She was putting that up too. Y'all, they could be doing damage control right now. They really could be doing damage control. If they say that they were arguing and he get people at that resort to lie and say they were arguing over the cheating, which don't make no sense, because he hadn't even started cheating yet. They were arguing in the lobby of the second place. The cheating hadn't begun yet at the resort. He was too busy sweeping off her feet, asking her to marry him in the first place. When he got to the second place, which was the Zanzibar, that's when shit hit the fans, where he knew people at. They were arguing in the lobby. Dun, dun, dun. What were they arguing about? Was it about money? That's the question. Was it about money? Celebrities already was saying, this ninja shady. I ain't messing with him with my money. I ain't investing my money in him. So did he go after adult entertainers? They figuring, I can invest some of this money I'm making and I can get off this pole. I talk about this a lot with other celebrities. A lot of these rappers, these girls, they go and they get their hair done, nails done, everything done, new outfit, this, that, thinking they gonna bag a celebrity. They end up getting bagged. They end up getting trafficked to the king. Look what Diddy was doing. Some of the most beautiful women that he was in relationships with her. He was gimping them out. Put a P. Was this another part of gimping her out? Lying to her, making her think that I'm finna invest your money with, man, we both gonna be rich. We gonna be a power couple out here. And you find out that your fantasy world is no more. You find out that you just went to this other result and he know everybody on the result. I'm gonna ask y'all ladies, would you be packing to leave? Or would you be gonna stay there, enjoy your vacation by yourself? And he knows everybody there? Nah. When she told that guy to come back in 15 minutes, that was enough time for her to pack. Call the airport and see if they got a flight. And this all should come out in her phone records, if they let it come out. And I think they lied about somebody flirting with her in the lobby. If they were arguing in that lobby, on the way to that lobby, he told her about the money. My personal opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Y'all, this is getting deeper than we think. This is getting deeper than, and he knew already that she wasn't going for it. She was not going to go for him losing all her money. Cardi B, same thing. You can cheat all you want. Don't touch my money. Don't touch my money. Now the question is Ashlee the type of person that will put up with a rich man cheating on her just so she could be rich with this rich man? Is she that type? Ask yourself this question. That comes along with the territory of a lot of these rich guys. So these broke ones too. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If you want to keep that man on your arm, on your, and you can get your turn, a lot of these women will put up with everything that they do. But one thing that some of these women won't deal with is they ain't finna be broke. It's one thing to lose your money, because she can stop dealing with him and go about her business. It's another thing to lose her money too. And I think this is what this is all about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how do you remember the question at the end of the video? If you met a significant other They were filthy rich. They were rich from investments. Would you invest some of your money? If I was with somebody a year and I trusted them, I would invest some of my money. She wasn't listening to nobody else. Only person she was listening to was this man. Did she invest all of her money into him? Is this why the family got to pay? You get a GoFundMe to get her back here? Because she has no money? It's going to come out. It's going to come out. There's no way in the world the story is not going to come out unless people get paid to be quiet. That's the only way. And whistleblower is coming up in her number, so somebody's going to tell it, y'all. Somebody is going to tell it. They're just waiting for the right time. And they're probably putting receipts together right now. But there's a whistleblower that is about to tell it all. Now, is it the person that's telling everything, talking about the guy came there and dropped off the charger and the this and the that? And people is debating their tail off talking about, you can't charge no full charge of battery in 15 minutes. Why would she tell the person to come back in 15 minutes? This is what people were asking that question. But how about she was getting ready to leave? I wouldn't stay at a hotel with somebody that tricked me to another country. They know women there and all of that. They mingling and tingling, and he didn't lost my money. I'm peed off. He didn't ask me to marry him. He's broke now. Everything is coming to light. Other women's. I ain't about to stay there. How could you enjoy yourself? And your bank account is on E. How could you enjoy yourself? The life that you thought you had is no longer. The man you thought you was finna marry, you just dumped. On the way to the next resort, the Zanzibar. And more reality is coming to her. The madder she's getting, the more and more she's seeing that she was duped. She's looking around. He's over there talking to women. He know people. He know the staff there. Just think about that for a second. This is like a scary movie waiting to happen. Like Wrong Turn and all these other scary movies. That you go out of town and travel and go to a hotel and everybody in that town is strange and weird and this and that. Everything that's going on around you is nothing like you think. You're the new victim of the movie. Is you finna stay there or is you finna say come back in 15 minutes? Is this butler lying, y'all? Did she tell him to come back in 15 minutes to come get her and drive her to the airport? Or she'll be packed in 15 minutes? Because I'm telling you, you can pack in 15 minutes. When you know some shitica is going left. Y'all, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the cash apps, y'all. Been sending me cash apps like crazy. Y'all are really enjoying the videos on this. Let me know in the comment section. I appreciate everybody that's leaving a comment. Let me know what you invest. Not all your money, but some, the smart ones. You would give him a little bit just to see what he's working with. Did she give him a little bit and he gave her a lot back? And then she gave him some more and he gave her a lot back. And then he said, why don't you just put all that in? And you can get $2.something million off of this $700,000 that you got right now. It's a guarantee. Did he get her to empty her bank account? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Word on the street is the hotel rooms was in her name. How is it a surprise if it was in her name? What did he have planned for her? Anyway, y'all, peace.